It took me more than half a century to understand this, and if you truly listen, it might save you decades of your life. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to interrupt you. That thing you're chasing right now, the bigger salary, the title, the perfect body, the dream house, the applause, the validation, the thing you're convinced will finally make everything click into place, it won't. My name is Arthur Hale. I'm 78 years old, and I spent over 50 years running after things that were never designed to fix what I thought was broken inside me. 50 years is a long time to run in the wrong direction. So sit with me for a moment, because what took me half a lifetime to understand, I'm going to give to you in a few minutes. And maybe, just maybe, you won't trade away as much time as I did. We all live by the same script. I'll be happy when I get promoted, when I buy the house, when I retire, when people finally respect me. I said those words my entire life. And you know what? I got the promotion. I paid off the mortgage. I retired. People call me sir. I had the office with the glass walls and the city view. And the strangest part? Every time I reached a goal, it quietly moved. There was always another level, another target, another mountain behind the one I had just climbed. I spent 5 decades racing toward a finish line that didn't exist. Let me tell you something I'm not proud of. I grew up poor, not starving, but poor enough to feel it. Poor enough to see how the world treated my father. He worked in a warehouse his entire life, came home exhausted, hands cracked, shoulders slumped, and people still looked through him like he didn't matter. I was about 10 years old when I decided something. That will never be me. I was going to be important. I was going to earn respect. I was going to make sure no one ever looked at me the way they looked at him. So I worked 60 hours a week, sometimes 70. I missed birthdays, missed dinners, missed my son's soccer matches, missed my daughter's school plays. But I told myself it was worth it. I was building something. By 53, I was a senior executive, corner office, my name engraved on the door, assistant scheduling my life in 15-minute blocks. And one afternoon, sitting alone in that office, staring out over the skyline, it hit me. This is it. I had climbed the mountain, and there was nothing at the top but another climb. It took me another 20 years to understand why. I wasn't chasing money. I wasn't chasing status. I wasn't even chasing respect. I was chasing a feeling. I wanted to feel enough. I wanted to feel worthy, important, like I mattered, and I believed achievement would hand me that feeling. But here's the truth no one teaches you. You cannot earn enoughness. No title can give it to you. No paycheck can deposit it. No applause can secure it. That feeling, the quiet certainty that you matter, was available to me the entire time. I just never gave myself permission to feel it. I could have decided at 28 that I was enough. Instead, I decided at 74. That's 46 years spent trying to earn something that was already mine. The same mistake followed me into my marriage. Different arena. Same misunderstanding. I believed my role was to provide, so I provided relentlessly. Bigger house, better vacations, financial security, comfort. I thought love meant protection and provision. What my wife, Margaret, actually wanted was simpler. She wanted me, not my income, not my effort, not my ambition. Me, present, listening, engaged. But even when I was sitting next to her, I wasn't there. My mind was calculating, planning, worrying, competing. We nearly divorced when I was 49, and I remember her words like they were spoken yesterday. Arthur, I don't need more money. I need you to see me. I need you to hear me. At the time, I didn't understand. Wasn't I paying the bills? Wasn't I doing my job? It took me years to understand something simple. Providing for someone is not the same as being present with them. Not even close. Now I'm 78. Many of my friends are in their late 70s and 80s. Some are gone. And I've noticed something fascinating. The miserable ones are still chasing, still comparing, still measuring, still keeping score. I have a friend, 85 years old, who still resents his neighbor's newer car. 85. still looking over the fence, and he's deeply unhappy. Another friend, 80 years old, talks only about what's missing. Her knees hurt. Her children don't call enough. Her savings aren't big enough. She has been waiting her entire life for circumstances to rearrange themselves so she can finally feel okay. She is still waiting, and she will wait until the end. But then there are others. They have this quiet lightness about them. They aren't trying to win anymore. They aren't proving anything. They aren't performing. They're just here, curious, present, grateful for small things. My friend Leon is 87, lives in a modest apartment. Health isn't perfect. Income is limited. But he wakes up grateful. He reads. He asks questions. He laughs easily. He once told me, "I spent 60 years trying to become someone. Now I'm just learning how to be." That's the difference. Not wealth, not health, not even family, though that helps. The difference is whether you made peace with yourself, whether you've stopped chasing and started being. You want to know what real freedom feels like? It's not a bank balance. I know wealthy people who are prisoners in their own minds, anxious, defensive, constantly guarding their image. Real freedom is when the things that once disturb you lose their power. When criticism slides off you. When you no longer need everyone's approval. When you look in the mirror at an aging face and say, "Yes, that's me, and that's enough." Real freedom is not needing something outside of you to settle what's inside of you. It's understanding that nothing out there can complete you, because you were never incomplete. And if you understand that now, truly understand it, you might save yourself 50 years of running. I hope you do. And that, my friend, is what most people spend an entire lifetime trying to understand. Some never do. They leave this world still running, still postponing joy, still convinced happiness is hiding just beyond the next milestone. Here's the trap, and I need you to really see it. You believe that once you finally get the thing, you'll feel satisfied. You won't. There's always another thing. When I paid off my house at 59, I thought that was it. I imagined this wave of relief washing over me. I pictured myself lighter, calmer, finally able to breathe. You know what actually happened? My mind found a new worry. Retirement accounts. Medical bills. What if the economy collapses? What if I outlive my savings? What if something goes wrong? My circumstances improved. My fear did not. It simply latched onto something new. That's when I understood something that changed everything. Fear doesn't disappear when your life improves. Fear disappears when you change. When you decide it doesn't get a drive anymore. When you decide that today, not someday, is allowed to be enough. That's an inside decision. No amount of money can make it for you. No promotion can secure it. No relationship can guarantee it. It's personal work. All those things I thought I wanted, the recognition, the salary, the house with the view, the admiration, I didn't truly want them. What I wanted was to feel safe, to feel significant, to feel loved. And I was searching for those feelings in places that were never built to provide them. I tried to pull safety from my career. I tried to extract worth from my bank account. I tried to collect love from other people's approval. But safety, worthiness, love, those aren't trophies you earn. They're truths you accept. I could have given myself those feelings at 30. Instead, I learned it at 78, and I'm still practicing. Young people think happiness lives at the finish line. I used to believe that too. But there is no finish line. You reach one goal, another appears. You solve one problem, a new one knocks at the door. That's not failure. That's life. So if you're waiting for everything to be perfect before you allow yourself peace, you're signing up for a lifetime of waiting, because it will never be perfect. Something will always be incomplete. Something will always be uncertain. I once heard someone say, "The path is the point." Back then, it sounded poetic and useless. Now I understand. This moment, right now, is your life, not when you land a promotion, not when you meet the perfect partner, not when the debt is gone. Now, if you can't find steadiness while you're walking towards something, you won't magically find it when you arrive. I've stood at the arrival point. It doesn't feel the way you imagine. So here's what I want you to carry with you. Stop postponing your life. Stop saying, I'll be happy when. That sentence robbed me of 5 decades. 5 decades of delayed living. Whatever you believe you need before you can finally relax, you don't. What you need is a decision. The decision that you are already enough. Right now, today, with everything exactly as it is. You hear me? You are not a project waiting to be completed. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to earn your right to exist. You only have to accept it. I'm 78 years old. My name is Thomas Calder. I've chased the wrong dreams. I've confused achievement with identity. I've traded time for validation. If there's one thing I know with certainty, it's this. Everything you've been hunting for has been inside you the entire time. You just have to stop long enough to see it. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who is wearing themselves thin trying to earn a feeling they already deserve. And tell me, what's your I'll be happy when? What are you waiting on? What would change if you decided tonight that you are already enough